Good morning, everybody, and happy Wednesday. Oh, snap. It's actually Wednesday today. You know what that means. It's the middle of the week. Oh, my goodness. It's the middle of the week, and it's a very special day today. We'll get to that in just a moment. But if you're with me in the YouTube chat or in the Discord, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us. Oh, look at that. Alex already got it. Oh, we got some people that are ready for today already. My goodness. Good morning to you, Alex Sadek, Robino. Good morning, Kelvin. Black Lung, Julius, Flyer, Jim, Cicino, Butters, Luke, Darren, Dylan, Spastric, Fayano. Hola, Raymond. How you doing? Baby Food, Retberg, Charlie FX, The Crispy Man, Dusk, Brian, SW, Druss, Fran, Chris, Big Sexy. Good morning, Blush Brown. Jay Scott, good morning. Glockman, Gringo El Diablo in the building today. Good morning, Itai, Keith, Q Mendez, Jim's Aspa Radio, Frank Phoenix, Tommy Surge. Good morning, Patrick, Anthony, AM, Doug, Hasselhoff, M Competition Garage. Good morning, John C, Just Ivan, Joe Dips, K Dogger, Ray U, Dr. Fib, Endura, G Lines, Picky Anya, Doug, AM, Lido, Wildfire, Leg of Lamb, McNasty, Fish and Ticks, Josh, Greg, T-Lad, Chris, TMP3, Jay Degoated, Sunrise Driver, Rhino Luke, JK, Doug Case, Trinidad, Jose Cuervo, Joe Harlow, Motion, Sick Gamer, David, Roshan, High Tide Angel, Tiro, Jims. Good morning. What's up, Brody, Rocket TJ, Kenny, Umer. Good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Morning, Don, Mark Hammond. What up? What's happening? We're all here. A lot of you folks here early. Well, you know, Alex already nailed it, but it is CPI Wednesday. What's up, Sonny dude? CPI Wednesday. It's a little bit toasty in here. I got to turn down the heat a little bit. What do you folks keep your thermostat at? I was at 77. Getting all toasty in here. I'm still wearing shorts for some reason. Just can't kick the habit. 68? Wow. What's it like in the Arctic? Jeez Louise. 68. You folks are nuts. You walk around your house in a parka? 68. Oh my goodness. I get frostbite if it was 68. You mean 68 Celsius, right? It's 43 degrees, and I got mine at 77. I just changed it to 75, though. Yeah, SoCal windows opened or closed. Yeah, you know, when I used to live in California, used to have, you know, basically 70 degrees every single day, perfect weather every single day. Sometimes it would get a little bit chilly. 68 degrees Celsius is what you keep your heater at? Well, I want to turn that down a little bit. AC is off. Phoenix is 72. It's crazy. It gets cold out here in the desert during the winter days. But you know what? It's nice. I don't mind it at all. I think it's very, very nice. By the way, is anybody short this market right now? As we are rolling over pre-CPI print. Keep in mind the CPI print is coming in about 26 minutes. We are running into this prior low that we've been bouncing off of. I took a trade in my practice account just to see. I caught a little bouncecito here up to the top side. Made like $2,600 trading on 3 contracts or whatever it was from here to there, wherever. It was nice though. Just wanted to get it out of the way. I was like, you know what? This is the trade I would take if I wasn't writing the memo right now. I'm just going to put it on and leave it. Traded it all the way up to like 50. I was like, you silly memo, you. Anyway, what's up? Holy Earth in the building. You know what? I tried to do a goal today and it just wouldn't work. It doesn't let me click any goals here. It's weird. But we'll pretend. If we get 20 donos of any size, we'll stream the open today. Dusk is short at the 130s. Very, very nice. Hey, Coach Hope in the building. What's up, buddy? Is Holy Earth the top step? I don't think so. I wonder if Holy Earth is actually Dakota's alt. You never know. Made 1.5K in the combine this morning and green 2K in the practice account. Nice. I like how you're utilizing your practice account. I think it's one of those things that a lot of traders are not utilizing the practice account. You know, when you're sitting there and you're like, I would take a trade here, but I don't want to risk it to get the biscuit. That kind of feeling that you have, like I had this morning when I'm writing the memo. I said, okay, I'll trade it in my practice account. Traded in my practice account. The result was good. Cool. We logged that. $2,759 what I made. I forgot I have the thing here. I got the thing that I can see. Which, by the way, hold on. Let me see if I need to adjust it. Yeah, I need to adjust this down. Right, thusly. There we go. That's looking clean. Maybe a little bit right there, too. Ooh. Blowing up Express in 1 to 2 days. Any tips? Yes. Go and trade the micros only. And by golly, start stacking some combines and trade them one at a time. Trade your Express accounts one at a time. Stop copy trading. Don't do that. And trade in the micros only. It's going to be really hard to blow an account if you're trading the micros unless you're like going crazy. And try to get your trade selection down to like 1, 2, or 3 trades in a day. And really wait for that setup to come to you. That's what I would do. And that's for you. Guy Basile. Withdrawing 1,000 on 4,000 amount is a good idea. I think so. I think withdrawing any type of money is getting paid by trading is the coolest thing in the world. I think withdrawing any level of money is a good idea. I'm at the point where, I try to take a payout every other week, and I don't really care what my balance is, because if I take a payout and then I blow my account, well, I got more waiting in the wings, number one. Number two, I want to get paid for my time. I'm trying to get paid here. That's the whole deal. I want to get paid for trading. So I try to aim to take payouts every other week or so, right? Oh, it's possible to blow using micros. I'm living proof. Well, you have to set up yourself for a couple different restrictions. That's why I say, 1 to 3 trades is usually what you're looking for. Hey, Rip, sorry to ask again, but what is the blue indicator on the right called again? I had it, but it got deleted and I can't find it anymore. So here's what you're going to do. You're take a screenshot right now, save it on your desktop, and then label that Rip's indicator. But it's really called VPVR. And it stands for Visible Profile Volume Range. Visible Profile. Yeah. Visible Profile Volume Range. Or Volume Profile Visible Range. Volume Profile Visible Range. There you go. It's early. But yeah, go ahead and save it so you'll never lose it again. And then there's all the inputs. Again, you can screenshot this. Give it an old screenshot. And you'll never lose it. There you go. As for you, Kaspar Weiner. Did I say that right? Rose and Veil depend of the time frame. No. I always have mine set to exactly that. So, and that's what works for me. Like, look, if I go to the 4-hour chart, see? I still have that. And it's beautiful because we can see that the market probably wants to get back down in here if the CPI is bad today. Right? Ah, cool. There you go. Kinda. All right, let me try it again. Kaspar Weidner. Weidner. You trade news? I do. You're in the right place if you like to trade news, Buckarooski. M. Averisi. Yeah, we trade news in here. That's why we go live at 8 o'clock every single morning, 8 o'clock Eastern time. It's because the news usually comes out at the bottom of the 8 o'clock hour. Now, if you are new here, please do me a favor. Make sure you are subscribed, of course. I mean, that's the easiest thing to do. Click down, click that little subscribe button. That was a wet button. Hold on. There we go. That's better. And make sure you like the video because when we get to 500 likes, we do a poll. If by some way today, we got a lot of people in here. If we get to 1,500 likes, I'm going to give away two free Top Step combines. Not just one. I'm going to give away two free Top Step combines. You remember when you used to go into the Top Step TV stream? And then sometimes, G-Man, what's up, buddy? Shout out to G-Man here for the $10 dono. Appreciate you. I'm going to keep track of this since the goal doesn't work, but we get to 20 donos. What are we at? We're at 2. Keep me honest on this. We'll try to remember the count. Morning, Dan. But yeah, so listen, if we do get to 1,500 likes today, we'll give away 2 free Top Step combines. On Top Step TV, everybody goes in, they're like, hey, I want a free reset. I want a free combine. Get one here. Simple as that. Let's see here. Julius says, okay, I've locked up. Just checked my other XFAs, and it has had the payout removed, so I'm all golden to trade for the rest of the day. Looks like Julius is hitting that lock button with $513. We can kind of see that. Well, trying to show it, but, we can't. Anyway, $513 for Julius. Give it up for Julius trading in the MC this morning. $513 for Julius. Way to go, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Does the monthly fee apply if we win a Top Step Combine? No, it's free. It's free until you pass. There you go. 1,500 is a bit too much. Haha. Might not happen. Well, with that attitude, it's never going to happen. Try to aim for the positivity in your life, my friend. Got liquidate, bro. Gift me, plus. I'd love to. All you have to do is do your part and click that beautiful thumbs up button. It's just sitting right down there. It's probably like, depending on where you're watching, if you're watching from your TV, by the way, hi. Probably somewhere in this range over here. I usually don't think it's over here, but maybe sometimes if you're watching like YouTube in Australia, maybe they flip things around. You never know. I'm not really sure. Hi, Rips. What are some non-trading related things you do to help you be more disciplined? Everything in my life is extremely disciplined. As far as everything. I utilize my reminders on my phone like a crazy person. I have schedules for everything. I have a workout window. I have like a resting and relaxing window. So whether that's like meditation or being out in the jacuzzi, spending time with my wife, there's all certain things that I'm doing at specific time frames. So I have windows and pockets, but it wasn't always there. You have to work to get there. Try making one small change every single day that gets you to the broader goal. A lot of people, you've heard of the New Year's resolutions. We're going to be coming up on that. The whole New Year's resolution thing that people fall into where they're like, okay, my New Year's resolution is I'm going to be going to the gym 3 days a week or 5 days a week, whatever they say. They go for that first week and they're like, this is tough. And then they stop. It's because you're trying to do the whole thing all at once. It's like if you have a whole bunch of work to do and you're focused on all of the work you have to do instead of piecemealing it out, that's going to kind of mess you up a little bit. It's going to make the problem seem a lot bigger than it actually is. If you take it day by day, things become a lot easier and piece it out. So for instance, how do you become more disciplined? Go to bed in a certain 1 hour window every single day and wake up within a 1 hour window every single day and see if you can commit to that for a full month. Start there. Next, maybe take on, I'm going to try to at least do some physical activity once a week. One of the things that I got recently that I really do like, not sponsored by the way, is this. It's a Whoop. I have my Apple Watch and I got my Whoop. This thing right here keeps track of everything. And it's for a person like me who keeps track and logs everything. This is kind of like AI for your body. It keeps you in track with everything and it tells you how well you're recovering, what your stress levels are. In fact, I need to start my high stress activity right now because I'm about to start trading. Tracks your weight, tracks all of these measurements. Like right now I have, these are my circles and things. I have an 83% recovery, a 78% sleep performance, and 3.7 strain. So I'm going to go ahead and start my high stress activity since we are doing trading right now. But yeah, Oura Ring does it too, but I don't like lifting weights with a ring on. So that's why I don't ever wear any rings usually unless I'm leaving the house. But yeah, everybody's different. You find what works for you. But discipline is about doing things over and over. Here's how I think about discipline. Discipline is writing yourself a post-dated paycheck down the line. The more disciplined you are today, the more rewards that you're going to seek down the line. And you will receive those rewards down the line. So you commit to eating better, focusing on your fitness. You do that now, 3 months from now, you're going to realize those gains. The more patient and disciplined you are here and now, the more you will pay off later. So you're essentially writing a fat check to yourself today and now that you can cash 3 months down the line. Very, very simple. You're always going to be later down the line, right? We're all going to make it 3 months from now. If you think about where you're going to be 3 months from now today, you realize like that day is going to come. We had this conversation before, but January 13th, 2025 is going to be here. And the only difference between here, you, and now, and then is all of the choices that you make between now and then. So, I mean, do you want to be January 13th and be like, oh, thank goodness I made all of those changes and I did all of these things to better my life? Or do you want to be there sitting January 13th, 2025 and saying, dang it, I should have done those things, right? That's how I think about it. You're always going to get there. Just make good choices. It's also helpful, too, when you've actually made good choices and you've endured the pain that you've had to go through to make those choices work. And then you get there and you see the rewards. That kind of motivates you to make the choices in the future versus like if you're not the disciplined person that you should be and you've never done things that change positively, you've never made changes that positively affect your life in the long term. I guess it's harder to see it. But if you make little changes, then you'll see these big results, and then that kind of motivates you to make those small changes again. I don't know. Yeah, that's correct, Tommy. That's how you spell it. Yeah, exactly. It's like planting a tree. Most good things come from small changes, and most good things you will not see instant results from. It's a long, slow burn. Like changing how you eat, changing how you work out, changing how you are disciplined, changing your mindset. All of these things are not overnight changes, but the benefit will be realized eventually, and you'll say, dang, I'm really glad I did that. You got to find something that you can do consistently, right? And that's why I say the easiest, biggest change that you can make is picking a 1 hour window that you wake up every single morning and a 1 hour window that you go to bed every single night. If you can stick to that for a full month, you're on your way to becoming more and more disciplined. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. Little tiny change like that. I heard a good quote, something like, don't be afraid of the future. You will meet it if you have to. And man, I felt that. There you go. Rips, what was your best trade ever? GME options. 7-figure trade. The future you is depending on you. I like that a lot. Self-discipline is doing what you should do rather than what you want to do. Yeah, I mean, think about it. Everything in life, right? Every single thing in life. If there is a reward for it, guess what? It's going to be difficult to achieve that. Like trading, for instance. Everybody wants to be a superstar millionaire trader. Why do you think everybody isn't? Because it's extremely difficult. Things that are extremely difficult come with very high rewards. Because guess what? Here's a mind-blowing fact. If things were easy that came with a high reward, then everybody would be walking around with a high reward. Right? The reason why rewards exist is because those activities to reach those rewards are difficult to do. So if you want to have a better body, better life, better relationship, better health, wealth, happiness, success, love, whatever it is in your life, guess what? You got to work for it. Otherwise, we'd all be walking around with smiles on our faces 24/7. And when you see somebody that is killing it in life, if you think they rolled out of bed and they just got there, you're wrong. It takes a lot of grit and hard work. Now, of course, there's luck that plays a big role in a lot of things in life. There's some people who are lucky, but you're talking about like on long term, if somebody's been successful and happy and lives a very fulfilled life for years and years and years, it's not like they go beep, boop, boop, and they're done. They're working at that every single day. I promise you. Like, do you think like anybody successful in this world who's consistently successful just wakes up one day and says, I made it, I'm done, don't have to do anything anymore? And I'm not talking about people who are like granted like, I mean, even people who win the lottery, they go and they blow it because they're idiots and they don't know how to manage that type of money. But, you know, most people in this life that you see are extremely successful are working at that every single day. It's not something that goes away or that comes to you and then you're just like, oh, I don't have to press on the gas anymore. I don't have to stay consistent. I don't have to be disciplined, you know? How would you trade a 300K Apex PA? I've never had one, ever. What did I trade on Apex? I traded 50K accounts on Apex. I think I traded 10 or 20 of those. I got a $20,000 payout from Apex, but then I stopped using them. And it was just because I didn't like the way that I traded on them personally. I like trading on Top Step. So that was it. Let's see here. change your beliefs and you won't have to be disciplined. You will just be. Yeah, I mean, and it's all just a mindset, right? You need to find comfort in being disciplined and enduring a little bit of pain. Find comfort in that. I mean, you get one shot of this, right? You get one shot of this. What are you going to demand from your own life when it's like you want everything, right? Most people, they kind of sit here and they want everything. There's a lot of people, unfortunately, that have kind of given up. But there's people out there that are like, I want it all. Well, then work for it. Well, I don't want to do the work. Well, then you can't have it all. If you want it all and you want to be, the best version of yourself, be prepared to be grinding every single day of your life to be the best version of yourself and improving the best version of yourself. It's a nonstop goal. I mean, do you truly want it? Do you really, really, really want it that bad? Because it's going to be nonstop effort to get there and hold it. That's the problem with most people. They think that they want it, but do they really want to put in the work? Probably not. So it depends on the type of person you are. If you're happy with just, not being the main character in your life and kind of being a spectator of your own life, I guess, that's your own thing. Maybe you've kind of lost the energy for it or whatever. That's fine. It's your life. But you have that choice. You have that choice every single day that you wake up to define, like, what are you going to make out of your life? And there's never too late of a time. Like, there's no age where this stops. You get to wake up every single day and make that choice. I don't even know how we got on this topic. What are we talking about this for? I don't even know how we got on this topic. Good morning, Rose. What do we think about the CPI news today? Let's go to the CPI. Let's see. Okay, month over month, we are expecting 0.2%. The prior read was 0.2% year over year, 2.6%, so a little bit higher versus the 2.4% prior read. So that's the month over month and the year over year. So 2.6% year over year and 0.2%. If we come in high, does the market drop? If it's just off the forecast, does it stay about the same? If it's in line with the forecast, it will be very much the same. Hey, Holy Earth. There we go. That's 3. We're at 3. Timothy Christopher says, thank God he is actually talking about stocks. Here, let me help you. There you go. And guess what? We'll never see you again. And I'm sure we're all going to miss you. We're all going to miss you. Do you check stocks heat map to identify the bias? No. I mean, I have my Magnificent 7 that's over here. And that's kind of what I'm looking at. I do the morning memo every single morning. And, it allows me to see where these stocks are in the current day. It allows me to see, where are we in this range that we've been trading in the last 30 days. So writing the memo does help me in that way. And right now we're just there was like 4 tickers that were kind of trading in the same range of the Magnificent 7 there. Is there any way we can rob Rips and Dakota? Sure. Come to my house. Come on down. Find out where I live. Come to my house and come hang out with me face to face and tell me you want to rob me. That would be good. Good morning, Rips. Hope you're having a good start to the day. It's fantastic. It is Wednesday. I think natural gas will be good today. I'm not a natural gas trader, but why don't we check it out here? Why don't we check it out? I'm not a natural gas trader, but it's very spread out, it looks like. Why would you think NG would be a good trade today? I don't know if there's any catalysts that are going to affect natural gas. Do we even have DOE coming out with anything today? Well, it is Wednesday. Usually they do, right? Yeah. So at 4:30 p.m. we get the inventories. So yeah, I would say maybe around 4:30. Maybe around 4:30. That's what I'd say. Hey Rips, can I buy you a beer? I don't drink, but I'm happy to have a nice Perrier or something. Morning, Rips came in late. Well, hey, guess what? We're all here waiting for you. Let's see here. Thoughts on gold? Gold's been booling. It's been coming out of the valley of the despair this morning. We saw this kind of yesterday. So I don't know. I'm not a gold trader either, but I think that there's a chance if we're holding this line here, there's a good chance that we can absolutely go up and over. Crafting futures. Let's see here. Says, I noticed the morning memo is only visible for a period of time in Discord before that tab disappears. Is that standard now? No. It might be something with your Discord settings. And you're welcome to ask those questions in the main chat, so therefore the mods can help you out. That also is convenient. But yeah, it doesn't disappear. It should be there all the time. All the time. Can we just hang out without the robbing part? I don't know. They went straight to the robbing part. I don't know. It's a very interesting question to ask. Again, the question was, can we rob you in Dakota? This is what it is on people's minds. The internet never surprises me. I mean, it used to. It just doesn't anymore. Internet just is undefeated. Fafo Rips probably has some defenses at the house. Well, I live in a double gated community, and at the main gate, there are guards that not only have sidearms, but have rifles. Hey, how about a coffee? Sure, why not? And again, I just can't imagine, you might have to have, there's an option there, Crafting Futures, that says show all channels. So right here, let me show you what that looks like here. Make sure this is ticked right there. Show all channels. That'll help you out. When you show up to Rip's house, he says, hey, hello to my little friend. Yeah, there you go. That's exactly right. No, I really honestly, and I'm not trying to manifest this, but I really honestly doubt anything is ever going to happen where I live. There's just very slight chance unless we go full Mad Max or something. What indicators have you on your charts? Well, we do have Spaceman BTC and we have the VWAP. That's pretty much it. What is my buys for today? I'll know after CPI. Again, we're waiting for CPI, which is coming out in 2.5 minutes. So let's buckle up for that. I'm not going to trade it, but I'm going to watch it. Good morning, Ribs and Market Clubhouse. Miss you guys. Blessed trading day to you all. Glad to be here this morning. Hey, there you go, K. George. Rockin says, I'm looking forward to a Vegas trip in the next few weeks to see Duke versus Kansas basketball game. Came across some sweet tickets for the game. Nice. Is that at Allegiant or where are they playing? Full Moon Friday and the Lunatics are already here. Oh my goodness. Isn't that Coach Hoop's team? No, who's the Lunatics? He's like, I forget what his team name is. Oh, it's Jay's. Yeah, the Lunatics is Jay. That's right. Looking for a bad data today, and the truth will start to come out now that Trump won. Maybe that's a fair way to assess the market today. Need a new chair for my trading setup. Who's got a chair they love? Ooh, you asked the right person. There's only one chair that I will ever buy for the rest of my life. Only one single chair. And I will never, ever, ever buy a different chair unless they somehow come up with a better version of it. We'll talk about it after the CPI data. Brian got the brand right, but there's a certain model of that brand that I just can't. It's the only chair I buy. It's the only one I buy. It's so good. All right, we are pushing up here. How about we just go over to Bookmap and watch this print, shall we? What do we say? Little Bookmap never hurt anybody. Let's watch some bubbles. Some Michael Bublé's. It is not the Eames. Well, I mean, I have one of those, but not the Eames. It's the one I'm sitting in right now. I mean, there's a little hint. X chair, I mean, you can't get me out of this chair. I love it. And by the way, they come with a 6 or 12-year warranty, which is why they're so expensive. They'll come to your house and literally swap out the chair. They'll drive to you, swap out the chair. 20 seconds, by the way. Not the Aeron. Not the Aeron. Nope. Embody. There you go. You nailed it. It's the Embody. That's the one. Best chair they've ever made. Full warranty, back to front. Anything happens, the chair starts to squeak a little bit. You give them a call. They send somebody out and boom. Plus 0.2% in line, and year over year in line at 2.6%. Absolutely in line with expectations. So those longs are getting paid right now. Let's see how high we go. We're back to the area. Wait, what happened to my visible range volume profile on here? What? Oh, there it is. It was hiding. Nice work to anybody who caught this long. We are up almost, well, we are up 100 points off the lows. A lot of shoulda, coulda, wouldas on a trade like this, right? Wow, look at that push. Holy smokes. What a move. Zeus says, got it, pass combine. Nice. Very nice. Let's see what's happening in the minutia here. See if we're still ripping. It does look like it wants to keep going. Remember 219? Anybody remember that 219 level? Anybody? Nobody? Oh, 219, we meet again. You dirty dog, you. Good old 219. Everybody in MC knows 219. We're good friends. 219 is back again. What in the world? What are you doing to us, 219? It's so mean. Everybody who's long hates 219, by the way. You shall not pass your combines at 219. What is with 219? Who decided? They all got around their round table. And they're like, you know what? We're going to make 219 a motherfucker. That's what we're going to do. We've decided. All of the market makers, they all meet at a round table. First of all, they kidnap people. They throw them in white bands, and then they keep them locked up so they can't be privy to these round table meetings. They all get around a round table. There's Goldman. There's Morgan. I think just Goldman and Morgan. No, there's BofA. There's Wells Fargo. There's Santander sitting over there. And they're like, hey, what's a number that you guys like? And the guy's like, I don't know, like 210. And then the guy over at Wells Fargo is like, you're 210. I'm feeling like 218. And then the guy over at Morgan is like, 218? I'll do you one better. It's mother 219, baby. And everybody at the table is like, whoa, did you just say that number? Everybody's like, all in the favor of 219? Aye. He just picked it. That's actually how it works. This is how the market actually works. They all sit at a round table and they decide a magic number where they say, hey, guess what? This is the number we're going to sell all week long. That's how it works. I'm not even kidding. How do I know this? Well, I was thrown into a white van. They kidnapped me. And the driver actually told me the story. This is how it works, folks. Boy, that would have been a nice trade long the 219s. Oh, man. That would have been juiced up. Well, if anybody's short from 219s, you're kind of using that market information. Boy, that 219 is something else. I'd love to see a breakout above 219 and then a rejection, and maybe we can short that there. How'd you know their name, Brittany? How'd you know their names? Lions, you knew their names too. Oh my goodness. Everybody knows their names. It's crazy. That's wild. All right. So good old 219 doing the old rejection dance here. We're moving back down to that thick liquidity down there at 185, 180. Don't tell the secrets or you're going to get vanned again. I like how van is like a verb. We're going to get you vanned. David says, hi, Rips. I don't chat much on your chat or top step chat, but when I do, it's serious and meaningful. I like you as a transparent trader and seem like a straight up guy. Part 1, see part 2. All right. We'll wait for part 2. Hold on. Is there a part 2 that I missed? Oh, we'll wait for part 2, but thank you. Very nice. Rips, I bought that long for 20,000. Nice, Larry. Let's go. I've taken a few gummies. You're freaking me out. Lord have mercy. Part 2. When was the last time you saw a doctor to check your health after drinking those energy drinks all the time? Never.com. But I appreciate the concern. One from 97 small position. There you go, James. There you go. You're so convincing when you need an agent to get you into the next market movie. Yeah. Is there a part 3? Weird part 5. Be nice. Be nice. That was good. That's good. Rips, I'm curious what time frame charts do you look at when you're making entries and exits? Have a great day, by the way, and keep up the great work. I recommend you and Top Step ever. Thank you, Jamal. Back to 219. Hold on. I want to see what happens here at 219 again. Hold on. Oh, 219. What are you doing? It was a dip buy under 219. I just want to see a blow off top here because then I could probably get short. That's what I'd like there. Time frame I'm usually trading off of is the 5 minute or the 3 minute, usually. But it's not like if I had to pick and choose like one single chart to trade off of, boy, it'd probably be the 15 minute. If I only had access to one single chart on my screen, like if I'm trading a laptop that's super small that doesn't have a lot of real estate, I'd still try to split the window. But, you know, probably the 15 minute. I like to execute on the 5 and the 3 though, if I'm being honest. That's just me being real. I've asked for the 219 breakout for Christmas. Slap that like, it's free. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. What are we at, by the way? Can we do a poll now that CPI's out? What are we at? We are at 535. We'll do a poll here. We have 2,200 people in here. All we need is 1,500 likes, folks. 1,500 likes, and then we go to Boomtown. We give away 2 free Top Step combines to everybody that's hanging out. All right, let's do a poll in here. Start a poll. Will the NQ end the day above or below? I'm going to give you the 219s because it's a real fun level, isn't it? Above, below. Oh, I can't put that all. There we go. All right, everybody, vote in the poll. Vote with honesty. It is completely anonymous. Nobody will know what you voted, but it also helps that if you vote with complete honesty because we want to get a temperature on the room, a realistic temperature on what you folks actually think about today. Yeah, 219 again. Like it just comes up here and it's like as if they turn off all of the machines. It's so crazy. Rips, I need a new computer. No, you have told us before, but can't remember your suggestions. Please advise. What is your budget? Let's start there. Wetlands. What is your budget? Coach Hoop says 1,000 lots at 27. Let's see. Yeah, but let's see if it's real. It's 2,000 lots now, by the way. Let's see if she's real. I'm a real order, I swear. 2,000 lots at 27 evens. Thanks for pointing that out, Coach Hoop. You're a real one. Thank you. Yep, 2,000 now. We have a little bit of a delay on the YouTube here, of course. If you always want to be caught up to the most recent portion of the stream, all you have to do is watch the stream at 2x speed. And then I'll get really fast. And I'll say, and then there you go. We get caught up. Playing the lotto tonight, 219. What's the lottery that you could actually pick? Like 2, 1, and 9. I guess Keno, if that's still a thing. What's up, Master Trader Rick? How you doing there, buddy? So how many people are done for the day now? If you're done trading for the day, drop a W in chat. If you're done trading for the day, I'm curious how many people are actually like, that was it. Because all you need is one good trade. All you need is one. Is everybody just like done now? Yeah. Boy, you folks got some quick fingers. I love to see that. Yeah, if you feel like you should be locked out for the day, I would say probably just hit the lock button. That was a really, really nice trade on CPI. That was a really, really nice trade. Very clean, too. No fake out. It was just one congruent move right up north. Down 200 from my overnight fiasco. Well, that's okay. You know, when you wake up the next day, it's not going to show that P&L anymore. So I think you're safe. All right, so the question becomes, do we want to start shorting from up here? I mean, it looks like they're showing some stronger bids. Ugh, as bad as I want to short this, it's not giving me the order flow to say that we should short this yet. Well, I kind of want to take a little pop shot at this. That's what I'm thinking. I kind of want to take a little pop shot short at this, like down to 185. Let's see if we can do it. I'm going to try a short here. I'm going to try a little pop shot short, and I'm going to put my stop like at 229. So we're trying to short here. Let's see if we can get this to actually roll over without popping us out. Oh, as we're speaking, it's popping up a little bit. It's a small little trade here. Wow, that like literally tickled our order there. Holy smokes. So close. The market makers never surprise me, right? I swear. These market makers never ever surprise me at all. Okay, we got stopped out. Well, let's see here if we actually have continuation. Because now if we have continuation over this level, which does look like we do, we're going to try the reverse of what we just did. Put a stop down there. Going for the longs. We're above 219. So let's see if we can bull this up above these 50s and kind of just leave this on and let this work. Because we're trying that rejection at 219s. It didn't work. Now we just flip our bias. That's what it was. It was Neil Kashkari. He said that headline confirms the path that we're on. That's what he just said. That's why we got that huge push through that. And I didn't even know he was speaking right now. He's not even scheduled right now. That's crazy. We didn't even know he was speaking. The TTM squeeze momentum is fired along on the 30 minutes, so waiting for a pullback to enter. Well, we're long right now. We'll see what happens here. We are currently long. I do want to see this breaking out above 51. Above 51, this should be a nice continued push. So let's see. He's on Bloomberg. Yes, he wasn't on my schedule. That's crazy. Yeah, I see that he's speaking now, but he didn't show up on my schedule today. He had a little surprise appearance, didn't he? That was crazy how fast. That was crazy how fast that short rejected. And now this grind higher is taking forever and a week and a half here. But let's see. Above 51, we really start to squeeze. That's the level I'm tracking here. But of course, the market ran out of all of its steam the moment that we flip into the longs here. Above 30s is strong too in the S&Ps. We had a nice little exchange. We did break through those contracts that were much higher here. So let's see if we can hold above the 30s. But right now, we're kind of just coming back down to earth a little bit here. So we'll see if we can hold this out. Bought at 219 in my combine. This is what happened. Told you so good, right? Yeah, that's great. Fantastic trade. You love to see that. Absolutely love to see that. So we are running out a little bit of that steam here. Again, 51 blowout is what we're looking for. We have quite a few contracts up there that are looking to trade. We want to see continuation up to that level. That is the prior day high right around there. So if we get up and over that level, it'd be super, super strong. This could also be the point of where we have that exhaustion and that sweep back down through 219. And that's why we have our stop like right there, 209. So if we start to fail up here and come back down, that'd be unfortunate. But, you know, this is trading, folks. We put on our trade ideas. We let them work. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Simple as that. So I took that long because more out of intuition with price target in mind. How would you explain taking a long on the news? Well, the CPI was definitely in line, but it's good for what the Fed is trying to achieve. And according to Kashkari, which was right as he was speaking, that's when the market shot straight up. You know, that's what the Fed is looking for. And so the exact headline is the CPI headline confirms the path we're on. Have confidence inflation is heading in the right direction. That was on Bloomberg. So let's see here on our actual chart here on TradingView. So we'll be looking for that breakout of 51. A confirmation above that brings us much higher to say 300 or so. So there's a potential trade for about 65 points on this. 65 points is what we're looking for on this trade. So if we actually find some bids right around these 30s or so, then we'll be looking for a 60 handle to the north. And right now we're seeing a lot of green here in the Mag 7. It was just unfortunate timing for that short that we put on because we're looking for that failure above. And unfortunately, that's when we had that headline break from Neil Kashkari. Kashkari just said the labor market is softening. So, again, very, very, very good news for what the Fed's trying to achieve. Remember, they want the labor market to soften up. That's been part of their mandate here. They're looking for the labor market to soften. Looking over at NVIDIA right here, we have some peaks that we're running into. Let's go ahead and bring up NVIDIA's chart. So these peaks that we're looking at, again, we're looking for this sweep of highs above 150 would be super strong. If NVIDIA trades above 150 today, we should see a rotation into calls, which could potentially create a gamma squeeze as well. So continuation would be absolutely phenomenal on that. Nightbot, are you human? No, Nightbot is a bot. Tops Up X News had him on the schedule. See, that's crazy. Let me go back and look at my own calendar here. Let me see if they actually put him on late. Let's see here. Wednesday. Nope. They don't have him on my main calendar. And that's the BT calendar, which is crazy. I don't know why they don't have him on there. So we are pulling back a little bit here. We're looking for any kind of strength that will hold us above that 219 level. If we are holding above that 219 level, again, super, super strong for what we're looking for on this. How many likes for a Top Step reset? None. We're giving away a free full-fledged combine at 1,500 likes. Yeah, Neil totally booty blasted us on that trade there. So now we are coming straight back down. Well, we're on the wrong side of the market both times today, unfortunately. Yeah, I liked the short originally, and then we got through that level, and I thought we were going to hold, and now we're coming straight back down. So let's see if we go back below 219 here. If we do, we can flip it back. Flip it and reverse it, but that is if we blow through 219. Right now, we're holding the line at 219. Neil gave you the rump shaker. Exactly right. All right, below 219. Let's get back below 219. Taking this back low now. And we're going to flip this back to the short side. If we go below 219, then we could potentially give back that CPI print. And if we do not hold below 219, we can get back long. So let's see what happens. 1,500 people don't know how to use their like button. Trolls us every day. Rips, don't tell me secretly have 1,500 boot blasters setting us up. I don't know what a boot blaster is, but I can tell you with full certainty that I don't have a boot blaster. Let's see if we can get this coming back down like the original trade idea that we had before Neil sharded on us a little bit. Bitcoin, more money. Oops, sorry, caps, BTC, more money per contract, about to break 100K. Is it? Is it actually? No, it's not. Not even close. Why would you say that? Not even close to 100K. What are you talking about? Yes, it's only 10,000 away, but it's almost about to break. Oh, goodness. All right, let's see if we can actually break down below 219 here. There are some big, thick bids coming in, but I mean, this is the original trade idea that we were looking for. Unfortunately, we got booty blasted. We were looking for continuation on the booty blaster. Okay, this is the VWAP. We're looking for this to fail to the downside here, the 8:30 a.m. VWAP. We really want to see this failing back down and giving back that CPI print. NVIDIA went straight down as well. So we're looking for one congruent move here. Let's see if we can hold below the VWAP and start to sell all of this off. That would be wonderful. Starting to come down here. This was the original trade idea that we were looking for. And unfortunately, Neil had to open up his stupid mouth. It is unfortunate, but it is what it is here. So on the 3-minute, there is room back down to like 180 or so. So if we can break through 200 with a lot of strength, then it'll look real nice for us. But we have to get through those 200s. 185 would be a nice target. Let's see what 185 actually pays us here. 186 would be $1,900. Would be a decent trade idea. So I think that we could probably do this. Let's do a limit buy of 1 at 184 and see if we can actually break through these 200s. That'd be lovely. Yeah, Neil totally messed up this trade idea for us. But that's what happens with breaking news. If you're not paying attention to the breaking news, it can totally break you. All right, 200s are the line in the sand currently. Let's see, we have that tremendous breakdown below. S&Ps really don't have anything holding us up. See if there's any big bids stacking up against us here. Right now, there's a little bit of a bounce in the S&P, but we want to see continuation. Right now, we're bouncing at the, I believe this is the 7 EMA, the 9. Now he's saying the labor market is strong and healthy. Okay. He's talking out of both sides of his mouth. This is crazy. Good old Neil. Really helping us out here. He just literally said the labor market is weakening. Now he just said it's strong and healthy. So, hey, Neil, what's the deal? All right, let's see if we can hold below these 219s. This is difficult because we have Neil literally saying two things at the same time. He's a wonderful thing, isn't he? Select all the squares with cash, Gary. That's a good one. Oh, goodness. Neil is spelled with two E's, by the way. He always has to have something different, right? Let's see if we can break through these 200s here. Let's see. That's the move that we're looking for to the downside. Break up 200s to the downside. That would be lovely. Google is holding below the VWAP. NVIDIA is kind of bouncing here at 149 evens. Let's see. Can we break lower here? Below 200s would be the level we're looking to snap. Apple's coming down. Meta's pushing. Microsoft is bouncing on the VWAP, which is not great. I want to see how many people are front running this 200 level. Doesn't look like a lot yet. There's some, but not a lot. Let's see through 200 here. Okay. Yeah, there's somebody front running right below it. Not so nice, but let's see if we can cut through this a little bit more. See some stronger sellers coming in. Start getting rid of these CPI longs. That would be lovely. Watching here through these 200s now. There's a big stack of liquidity that's right there at 189. So if we can start pushing on that, it should get them a little bit fearful and out of this trade. There's some offers being stacked just above 200, which is nice, but sellers are kind of giving up here. Yeah, sellers are giving up right around that 200 mark again. Well, let's see. Let's see what's happening in the S&Ps as well. Yeah, we have room down to 66,014. So that could carry us much lower here. Let's see if we can get through the 20s in the S&Ps. Not a lot of liquidity resting there, so we should be able to get much lower. Big offers being stacked, which is nice. Let's see if we can cut through these 20s. Should be able to. Watching through the 20s now. If this starts to really roll here, I can probably move my limit order down a little bit. And we don't have to cover as quickly. So let's see if we're slicing through these 90s now. A lot of offers are stacking up, which is what we need for this continuation to the downside. We need a lot of thicker offers that are still selling into this move. Right now we're seeing a nice, unfortunate 7-handle bounce. And let's see. Let's go to the 10-second here. Nice Holy Earth. Thank you. Holy Earth, I'm surprised you're not a member of the, the green thing with all the emojis. I'm surprised. Yeah, there we are, rejecting underneath those 200s. Let's see if we have that continuation here to the downside. Right now it is giving us a little bit of a bounce here. I want to see very weak bids and very thick offers underneath these 200s. Kind of the line in the sand. We're seeing a bounce in NVIDIA, bounce in Microsoft. If that bounce does weaken up a little bit, then we can hold this trade and continue to hold this trade. But right now that bounce is a little bit strong. I'm watching for weak bids here below 200. This is definitely the line in the sand. Thicker offers. This is good. I want to see weak bids below 200. Nobody's selling around 200s, which is interesting because I believe like below 190, we get a lot of sellers. We'd get a lot of sellers. If we got below 180, I think that there would be a lot of people puking longs here. So there you go. There's a big puke. Let's see if we can hold this puke without any buyers and short covers. Watching here. Meta is reversing. I want to see a big old puke here below 185. This would be the big puke I'm looking for. If we can actually get through bids here. Below 190, sell it. Let's see. More people puking. We're close to that 6,013 level as well. We need to get through these bids. These bids are showing up very strong here. And again, below 185, it pukes. There's going to be a lot of defense there, but it should start to puke below 185. Like strong pukes. We just need to see big offers right here and now. Like very thick offers. Like huge defense coming in here. Puke down to 180 makes a lot of sense, actually. Like right 80 3/4, I want to see. Can we get a little puke down there to 80 3/4? Okay, here we go. Through 85 is a big, big level for pukage. Right here would be right where we're stepping on a lot of stops. No bids here would be great. Okay, right there is where my order is at 74 1/4. I might actually want to move that to like 79 and fill one here. Got one out. And I'm going to do one more out right there. And we'll move our stop to right there. Okay. So now we're back sort of in the driver's seat. Let's see if we can hold this out here. We're below the daily open, which is why I kind of pulled off some orders because it's a little bit concerning. We have a lot of overhead supply on this stack now. I hate that my stop is where it is, but we have it through a lot of this mud. But it takes one player to close a big short here to cut through these offers. Yeah, this is what my concern is, of course. Let's see if we can continue this puke to the downside. There we go. That's nice. Hold this below 71 and we'll start to see some real fireworks because right now we're running into that 13 level. See, there's the pop that we're worried about. That big old pop from that puke takes one player to close their short, and that's what we see. One player closing their short causes that little pop. We're back at the daily open, so this is a big area where we're going to see a lot of these shorts closing. Watching here. You know, I'm going to be a little bit more greedy on this. I'm going to take 85 quarters here. Just in case, because it's one player that ruins this for us. Just one. All it takes is one player, right? You have a lot of folks closing their shorts here, so I'm going to get a little bit more greedy here. Slightly greedier. I just want to see continuation here below 70s. If we have that continuation, it should curtain us down to like 60. No, I'm sorry, to 52. Which is not very far. It's only 28 points from where we are now. I think that's feasible. But this makes sense because this is the daily open that we're chopping around at right now. So you have a lot of folks who are closing their shorts, but you just need to see people pressuring on this level. It makes a lot of sense for people to close here. And that's why I did too, for the most part. I closed 66% of the position. We just want to see this momentum holding. So let's see if we start to puke back below 80s. There's still the problem is that you have a lot of people who are closing their shorts literally at 80s, and they're bid stacking it here. So anybody who is short from like the 200s, they're closing a lot of their short position here, and it takes a lot of sellers to get through those folks who are closing. Now, if we cut through these 15s in the S&P, we will see this start to trade close to 56 or 52 in the NASDAQ here. Yeah, 6,018, let's see. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. We need to cut through down to 6,000 evens. I'm concerned now one player is going to take us out of this. Like literally one player is going to jump and take us out of it, and then it's going to reverse, which is just unfortunate. But it's just the way these markets work sometimes. So let's see, can we cut through all of these people who are closing their shorts here with momentum? Look at, we're literally hanging on this daily open right now. Look at that. That's where everybody's closing their short. And it makes sense to do that, right? Every desk trader knows, if you ever worked a professional trading desk, you know these are the trades that you have to put in on your terminal. These are the trades that make the most sense. So if we can cut through this level and start to use this as a backstop, then we start to crater down to 52, which again, not that far, 25 points from where we are right now. Let's see. Can we break and make new pre-market lows here? Well, not pre-market, but post-news lows is what I'm looking for. So through 52 brings us potentially 145. Watching here. You're still dealing with the loss of momentum. And, you know, if we can cut through these levels, we'll start to bull up some more momentum. Some more momentum. You see how many folks are trying to close here? Like we just don't have the push yet. We will see stops being popped below 70. Watch this. Below 70, we should see a waterfall of stops. There it is, right there. Right below 70, there's your waterfall. Through 68, beautiful. Now hold that momentum. And we do have some people that are closing at 70 again. So we hit those stops right below 72. We started to have a little bit of momentum, but then folks got scared at that 68 level. Remember, we have 68 here on our chart. This is a level that we've been tracking. We tagged it almost exactly. That was the first pullback too in the news extension here. Let's see if we can get down. You know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to get us right here for an exit on that final contract. Let's see if we can have that. Well, you know, now that it's coming down that fast, I think I want to do this at the first bounce, which would be, what did I say, 62 quarters? Yeah. Let's see if we have that. 62 quarters would be lovely for that tag out. And I'm actually going to move this right there. And since I'm actually bracketing this a little bit tighter, maybe we go for a slight flush of VWAP now. Right there, 74 quarters. Actually, no, 75 3/4. There's where I want to be. Okay, 60 halves should start to trade out here pretty quickly. Let's see here. Watching for 60 halves now. There's a lot of liquidity at those 60 halves. See if they go right for it. Razzie says, Greddy. Yeah, Greddy's a great tuning company. Who does Greddy tune for? G-Ready. I think it's a Honda tuning or something. Who's G-Ready? Greddy. Who's Greddy? Is that Nissan tuners? Oh. All right, let's see here. Can we actually get this target nailed where we want it? 60 3/4 is kind of where I think it's going to bounce now. We are seeing a little bit of a perk back up. Just a slight percocito here. $75 3/4 is a fair enough stop for me. Okay, stopped out. So we made a couple bucks. We made $1,250 now. Honda is Greddy. Oh, Nissan. I don't know who Greddy is. I'm not sure. Thanks, Coach Hoop. You know, it's lucky that we flipped our bias. The original trade idea was so much nicer than getting blasted. That was the annoying part. We got so blasted on that news from Neil. This is the 10-second chart, just so we can get granular. But we had this short on that initial pop, and then we got booty blasted. So I could have done without that, and then we took that long, and then we basically doubled our loss here. So I could have done without that, because you have to understand, this is how I like to look at the market. It's like you form blocks, right? So here's your first block. Here's your second block. We missed this much of the trade. So we were basically only good from like here to here. Imagine if we increased our profits by this much. We would be up, you know, over $10,000 right now. We're up $1,200, but we have to recover that loss. Like literally, that's a $12,000 trade that we took, but we had to recover our losses. Isn't that a shame? That's the tough part. That's a $12,500 trade. So there you go. Unfortunate that Neil, I didn't have him on my schedule. Had I had him on my schedule, I don't know if I would have traded that any different, to be honest, though. I mean, it was, you know, either way, it's a precarious trade. It was a difficult trade. I'm happy that we came out in the green, but by golly, I wish it would have worked out differently, you know? Hey, Rips, do you use order flow? I believe that's pretty much all we used on that trade. For the downside, at least. We're calling out those levels, reading the order flow to the downside. We're using Bookmap to read that order flow. So, does anybody have a question about that trade? I'm happy it worked out, but it could have gone a lot better, in my opinion. You know, there's a couple things I want to talk about first. Number one, if you're just joining us, make sure you're hitting the like button. At 1,500 likes, we will give away 2 free Top Step combines. It's not a free reset. It's not, I don't know, it's not a pat on the back. It's an actual full-fledged free Top Step combine. Fantastic, right? If you want that, hit the like button. We get to 1,500 likes, we give it away. So, I mean, less than half of you need to hit that like button from here on out. Second thing, if you are enjoying the streams, I do these streams every single Monday through Friday. at 8 o'clock in the morning, Eastern time. If you click that link, it lets Top Step know that I'm doing a good job here. And I appreciate it. You let the page load. You don't have to buy anything. Don't have to do anything. Let the page load. Maybe there's something that pops up that says allow cookies. That helps me out tremendously. It really does. So I appreciate that if you do that too. But I want to give away a free Top Step Combine. We're almost there. We're 420 likes away. Hey, Rips, how do you get your book map so simple? The heat map isn't as heated up, I guess. There's a lot of settings that I have that I've tweaked personally for my own flavor. I like to get very granular in that. What an exit that was, by the way. And you know why? Look at that 68 level. There's a reason why I have, this is the only level in this area that I have drawn. And look at how magical that was. Anyone can win the combine that's in chat. That's right, KD. Absolutely anybody. Anyone out there. Coach Jay in the building, the host of At the Buzzer with Coach Jay. Which makes a lot of sense, by the way, because if the show was called At the Buzzer with Coach Jay and it was hosted by Coach Hoop, I think that'd be a little bit confusing for people. So I am glad that he actually hosts that show. But that's him. He's one of the most fantastic coaches here at Top Step. One of the greatest shows, too. Good to see you, Coach Jay. But did anybody have any questions about that trade? We definitely had a lot of nonsense in the beginning of it, and I'm happy that it worked out. But I had the right idea. I got booty blasted by our friend Neil. And then we got back into our original trade idea after we gave back $2,000 frickin' dollars. Well, technically 10. And then we made, so it was like, we would have made $12,000 if we just kept our original trade idea on. What a bummer. So we're up right now across the board, about $1,300 across the board, okay? $1,300. How do you stop front running? You can't. You're probably trading in a simulated environment, but you have to reflect on what the front runners are doing and then kind of trade around what they're doing, I suppose. Can we go through your indicators? The main one that I have here is Spaceman BTC. That gives me all of these. This is shout outs to SW for putting me on this indicator. It's so good. VPVR, VRVP on Top Step X. It's called VPVR. Visible range volume profile or volume profile visible range on Top Step X. And that's pretty much it. That's all I use. And then the main order flow indicator that I'm watching is Bookmap. That's giving me a way that my brain interprets the data. It gives me a view of the market the way that I can understand it. Now, it's not going to be for everybody, but I like it a lot. Rips, how to use that far right column on Bookmap? We're talking about this one. This is, again, a volume profile, volume shelves. This is the current bids, and this is the current offers. This is the delta of the bids. I'm sorry, of the offers. And this is the delta of the bids. Simple. Offers above, bids below. Current full market depth. I can see as far as I want to. I can see all the way down here at, well, let's go super low. What's happening down here at 16,000? Well, at 17,000, there's 4 bids. It's the whole depth of market, full depth. Do you see a long? If I could go back in time at 68, I would love to have seen the long, but I just didn't trust the market that we'd get that much of a rejection off those lows. And I was happy to be green on the trade and end up green on the day here. Rivers, you need to have a book map or something class. I'd pay for it. You call out stuff so incredible. I actually feel like you're in my corner. Well, that's the idea of these free streams. Don't pay anything. Get it for free. I'm here for free every single Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. in the morning. We do it every morning. Yo, Willie Ortiz. Thank you, buddy. Second payout completely. Rips completed, I'm guessing. Thankful for people like you and MP for making this possible. Still in shock that an opportunity like this exists. Exactly how I feel about it. The fact that we can do this and we can trade this together every single morning is incredible. It is. It's amazing. So yeah, shout outs to MP for creating Top Step. It's a beautiful thing that we all get to do this together. Coupon code to buy another combine. Nope. It's a free Top Step combine. Rips, will you be an upcoming coach for the VIP drawing on Top Step coming up in January? I wouldn't want me as a coach. So I would much rather have Coach Jay, Coach Hoop, Coach Dakota, any of the other coaches outside of me. Personally, that's just my take on things. I'd much rather have them as a coach rather than me. So I don't think I'd be a very good coach. But we'll see. I just don't think I'd be a very good coach. Great show, Rip. See you tomorrow. All right, Art Snow. We'll see you tomorrow, buddy. What is a clubhouse? Well, it depends on your age. If you are below the age of 13, a clubhouse is usually a place that you meet with your friends, maybe in the woods, built by wood. Maybe it's up in a tree. As you get older, that changes. A clubhouse, maybe when you're in your 20s to 40s, or 20s to 80s, I guess. A clubhouse is generally something that exists at a country club, where all the folks go to mingle and discuss their plans to take over the world. So I guess it depends on what your age is. 15 and below. Well, I guess, 15 and below. A clubhouse is going to mean something entirely different to you. By the way, we are coming back down and cutting down into these orders. The target that I was looking for mainly would be down there at 52. If we break 52, the bigger target is going to be around 35 or so. So congratulations to anybody shorted that up at the 200s. Beautiful trade. Can you read the book map right now with the notion of why one should or should not be long? Well, we are rejecting still. We are breaking through the VWAP. I do think that this is a nice short down to somewhere betwixt 45 and 55. We are coming lower here. The thing that makes this a little bit difficult is the fact that we don't have a lot of trading coming from anything outside of the S&Ps and NASDAQ right now. We don't have a lot of the equities moving. Microsoft did break lower, which is helping the market roll. I think Microsoft is kind of pushing this down alongside Apple. If NVIDIA started to roll below 148 halves, I think that the market would crater. But there's nothing stopping this from giving us back the entire CPI move back down to, like I said, somewhere betwixt 55 and 35. Somewhere in that range. Tighter range, 45, 55. RIPS R is the coupon code. No, there is no coupon code. We're giving away a free Tops Up Combine for anybody who wants it. Holy snaps, this is so rare for me. Well, don't make it rare, make it often. Do you use time and sells for entries and volume shelves for targets? Time and sales for entries. Time and sales is a big part of it. It's the heartbeat of the market. So if you're looking for the market to continue and all of a sudden the time and sales is just dead in the water, you're probably looking at a potential reversal. If you're at a key level like we saw at 68, that's why I boogied out of the market. That's why I tightened up my stop a little bit to the north side, is because I expected that sellers might be a little bit exhausted temporarily. We need to get more liquidity to push that down lower. And so that's kind of what we saw. I didn't take the follow-up trade because I was a bit mentally exhausted from getting my butt kicked on the way down. So is what it is. Let's see. Again, I had the level at the top, didn't take it, then started to go try and go long in between. Almost lost my combine. One of the things you want to be doing is waiting for an opportunity and not getting FOMO. We were at the top of the range there where I'm looking for two things. Continuation for much higher, blowing out a lot of those early shorts, blowing out any extra early shorts. Look at, there's two things that are going to bring us higher. These shorts and these shorts. These shorts are much heavier. You can see volume increasing right here. So I'm looking for these shorts to give us a bigger move than this. Unfortunately, you can see how much liquidity was exchanged here, and it was mostly offers, but we could have used that to fuel us much higher here. So there's 1, 2, and 3 areas that are using sort of shorts for moon fuel to the north side. So if we actually had that breakout above the daily high, there should be some stops being popped, and that was the original target on the long side. If you remember, if you watch the video again, I was looking for shorts from here. Unfortunately, we had Neil Kashkari that popped us out of that, and then we took it long, looking for the expectation of 1, 2, and 3 for short fuel. That didn't work out. We came back down to that 219 level. We failed underneath 219. We got short. We had to stop above here, and then we rode that lower. We got it down to 168. We got popped out right there. So the trade idea is still valid up there. I wasn't entering the trade here. I wasn't entering it here. I wasn't entering it here. The idea that I had was shorting this area, and I got back into that same area. If I missed that trade and it's still going down, maybe I take momentum for a continuation. But because I took the trade when I did, I didn't have to even consider that. Now, if it's going down, you're sitting there like, take the trade, 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 and you don't take the trade, and you finally have the mustard to get into the trade down here. This is, let me clean this up a little bit here. This is not the same trade location as this, okay? So this is no longer the same trade idea. Keep your trade ideas consistent, and if you miss the trade, sit on the sidelines. Okay, different trader? That would be my advice to you. Hey Rips, did I miss the magical trading chair infos? It is a Herman Miller Embody, and it comes with, I believe, a 6 or 12 year warranty that they will actually come to your house. If your chair is even squeaky, they'll come to your house and they'll replace it free of charge. That's why they're so expensive. And I found this out from, I bought a bunch of Herman Millers for, I had an office that had the boardroom, the big long table, and I had a bunch of Aeron chairs. And one of them broke, and I was like, oh yeah, just order another one. And my front desk girl was like, hey, no, we don't have to. There's a warranty. And I said, huh? She goes, that's why they're so expensive. I go, I thought they're expensive because they're nice chairs. She goes, no, there's a warranty. Dude comes out, replaces like 2 of the chairs. There's only one chair that was like messed up. It was like one of the arms was busted. They came and they replaced 2 of the chairs, and they charge you nothing. So that's why I like Herman Miller as a company, and that's why I buy Herman Miller chairs, and that's why I like the Embody, because I think it gives you the best posture. 2 places that you should spend a lot of money in your life. Number 1, your bed. Number 2, the chair that you're sitting in. If you're a trader, if you're actively trading, you're in your chair quite often. Those are places that you want to have good posture. Make sure your back is fully supported. You're comfortable. If you're going to spend a lot of time in there, you don't want to have back problems when you're in your 80s or even earlier. Get a good mattress, get a good bed, get a good chair. Everything else, you can be cheap on. What about the toilet? Well, you know, I'm a sucker for Totos. I really am. I like those a lot. I'm looking for a bed. What is your recommendation, Ribs? Sealy Posturepedic is very good, and Tempur-Pedic Topper is very good. If you want my absolute number 1 recommendation, get the whole setup that the Win sells at the Win at Home store. Available now for all homes across America. Oh, goodness. Ribs, I'm doing well passing combines, but dying by 1,000 cuts on XFAs. What am I doing wrong? What is it that is allowing you to pass combines that you're not doing on your XFAs? Can you write out a full journal entry? If you really want to, you could send it to me on DMs, but I don't think you're going to need to. Write out a full entry of a journal of what you're doing differently during your combine stage that you're not doing on your XFAs. And I think you'll come to the conclusion yourself of what you're doing differently. How many more likes for a giveaway? 298. 298 people. Let's get it popping. We got to do it in the next 7 minutes, though. 7 minutes. My chair is an old garbage dining table chair with the legs cut down so I could fit it at my desk that I also got for free. I mean, that's probably not going to do your back any favors. Ribs running spots for Steve Wynn. It was so funny. There's that one person that was like my number 1 hater out there who's like, if you take a picture in front of your cars, I'll stop talking smack about you. And then so I took a picture. It went viral. 2 thumbs up in front of my cars. And this person was also saying like, he said he's friends with Steve Wynn. I'm like, nope, never said that. I said that Steve Wynn used to mosey around the Wynn and used to handshake people. I saw him a couple times at the XS nightclub. Saw him a couple times playing blackjack. He used to walk around the floors of his casino at the Wynn. I was there for the soft opening of the Wynn, the grand opening of the Wynn. Love that place. But yeah, saw Steve Wynn a few times. Never said I was friends with him. But yeah, people are crazy on the internet. People are miserable and crazy. And it's sad. I feel truly bad for that person. They live in New Zealand and all they do in their entire Twitter feed is comment on US politics. And it's like, hey, bud, you don't live here? And it's like they're just addicted to like anger porn. They're just addicted to anger porn. It's so strange. It's so very strange. Like, just like, yeah. Like their entire feed is just them being angry at people. It's very strange. It's a weird way to conduct your life. And this is what we go back to at the beginning of this stream. We're talking about you're the main character in your life. And this is what you choose to do with your life and your time. Woof. That is crazy. You told me Steve Wynn was the best man at your wedding. Yeah, he was. How'd you know? Were you there? You were one of the guests? Insane. You never said you were a friend of Steve Wood, just that you were at the opening and liked the place a lot. Yeah, I mean, I've seen him probably a handful of times in person. 2 of those times were at the XS nightclub, which is hilarious because he's very older. He was younger then. This is 10, 12 years ago. But yeah, it was cool. He's going to his nightclub. XS, by the way, is still one of the most popular nightclubs in Vegas. Crazy. Okay, let's see BTC. Everybody's shouting BTC. Okay, we're going to BTC. Oh my goodness. Anybody? What would? How much would 2 or 3 micros, or I guess minis on MBT get you? What is it per dollar? What is it? $10 ticks? I forget what they do it in ticks. You said you cut the ribbon for Steve. The best thing was like, dude, that guy ate such a fat sandwich because he's like, go take a picture in front of your cars. And like, he's like messaging all these people. He's like, you're going to see what a fraud he is. I'm going to prove it to everybody. Go take a picture in front of your cars. Okay, here, I guess, like if this is what's going to make your day brighter. Here you go, pumpkin. And then they disappeared into the ether forever. Sad. Many such cases. Did you start the win and sell it to him? Yeah, it's actually, it's my name that's on the side of the building. Did he ever say anything after you proved him wrong? What did he kept going. I forget what he said. He's like, you're still a fraud or some crap like that. I was just like, okay, dude. That is just so weird. Do a practice order on BTC to experiment. Okay. I guess we could do a practice order. Practice account. Let's go to MBT. By the way, I got like 2 more minutes before I have to go. I can't believe that we didn't get these likes. We're at 1,259 likes. How did we not get the likes? We had 2,500 people in here watching. How did we not get the likes? You know what's funny too, by the way? We were red on the trade. We were holding like 2,600 viewers. And then the moment we got green, like 400 people dropped. It's crazy. This is the way that people live their lives. I just don't understand it. Okay, what do you do? 3 MBT long here. Let's go over here. And boom. Let's see what this does for us here. How much this ticks around. Is that a $203 million balance? 203,000 in our practice account. 203,000. Oh, goodness. What's the most money you made in a single trade? I already said that. You already asked me that question. GME options, 7-figure trade. We've had this discussion many, many times. And I answered that. You already asked me at the top of the show. You think Top Step doesn't offer the full BTC mini contracts because it's expensive as silver? I traded the actual BTC futures on Thinkorswim, and that was my that was my number 1 most profitable futures trade that I ever did. I had this crazy short. It was the break of 40,000 or 50,000, and it was back during COVID time. That was me that asked. I thought it was QAZ. Flaunting the 200K balance. This is practice, folks. This is not like a live account. You want to see a big balance in a live account, go check out Dakota. Dakota's got $360,000 or $375,000. Caddied for win a few times in LA. Cool guy, friendly guy to caddy for, even with a few bodyguards on the side and a little entourage tagging along. He's a very personable person. Very nice person. Yeah, this is crazy. This is like, it moves a little bit and you get paid nothing. So let's get out. Okay. Cool. Fun times. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good morning, Rips. What time does your program start? I'm in Chicago. 9 a.m. Or no, sorry, 7 a.m. 7 a.m. Chicago time. All right, everybody. Well, 30 more seconds. Did we get there? 175 likes away. Come on. I don't get it. I tried. And I would have traded the open too, because we could have done the giveaway and everything. I would have done all the good stuff. Well, we tried. I got to get over to the Discord, folks. See if we can trade the open together today and see if we can make something happen. All right, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic day out there. I tried my best. That was for 2 Top Step combines. That was for 2. I don't know what more. Maybe I try 3 Top Step combines tomorrow. I don't know. I want to give a bunch away, but there we are. All right, everybody. We'll try to do it again tomorrow. We tried really hard. 2,600 people watched. We couldn't even get there. My goodness. All right, everybody. Take care. I'll see you folks bright and early on the morrow. Same place, same time, 8 a.m. Eastern time, 7 a.m. Central, 5 a.m. Pacific time. I'll see you folks then. Go ahead and drop a like on the way out. Make sure you are subscribed. And then go ahead and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Selling Reps. There it is. All right, everybody. Take care. I'll see you bright and early. Oh, yeah. We're locking up with, what, $1,200. All right. See you tomorrow. Take care.